9 o'clock on the dot. Hey there! Hey, this is only our second time going live on Facebook ever. I'll just be honest and tell you that. So, we're just figuring out all the things still. So, thanks for hanging out with us and bearing with us as we are learning all the new technology and all the things. So, I'm Katie, and I am one half of the Literacy Ladies, and we are excited that you are here. And I'm just going to kind of get a slow start as I wait for some friends to roll in. And if you are here, I see one friend is here. Will you just say hi in the chat box? Tell me, how old are your kiddos? So say how. I keep calling it the chat box, you guys, because I teach virtually like all the time. I'm on spring break right now. And that's what it is with my students. So, the comments, you know what I mean. Say hi in the comments and tell us, how old are your kids? How old are your kids? I'll tell you how old mine are while I'm seeing the comments come. I have one that is 18 months and one that is 5, going on 15. And Krista is my other half of the Literacy Ladies, and she's here in the comments today. So she'll be here dropping some links for you and saying hello, answering questions. And oh goodness, I hope I get it right. She's got a 5, 3, and 7 months. Oh, I was way off. This last year has me, in a time warp. 9 months. Oh my goodness, how is he 9 months old? 5, 3, and 9. I was close enough. Close, kind of. Thanks, Krista, for helping me out in the comments over there. Well, hey, you guys, we are joining again tonight because we just recently released our parent guide, our free parent guide. It is our 9 steps to keep your kids busy and learning while you work. It's so cute and pretty like this. You can go grab your free copy of it. Krista will put a link to that in the comments as well. And working parents are loving it, but also just 9 steps to keep your kids busy and learning while you're doing anything, rocking your babies or doing the dishes or whatever else is going on for you, homeschooling other kids. And so we wanted to be able to just dig a little bit deeper into that guide and into some of the things that are on there for you. And so we're going to jump tonight into talking about one of the steps that's on that guide, which is about how to easily slip learning routines into your already existing and busy schedules. So into your already existing and busy schedules, and not give you too many additional things to do and to manage. So I'm going to give you 5 ways today, real quick. 5 ways to slip some learning into your already existing and busy schedules. Are you ready? Okay, the first one is to make sure that you maybe use some learning during your meal times. And one way that we like to do that is with placemats. So learning placemats is our tip number 1, really easy. And we like to do some printing ahead of time. So you have a little basket ready to go of learning placemats so that it's not a daily thing that you have to think of, but you can just pull from the basket and throw it on the table. And you could have separate baskets for separate kids. This is something that's super easy to differentiate for different age levels. So the 18-month-old can have a crayon and some paper, and your 3-year-old can be doing a letter dot to dot, and 5-year-olds are matching sight words, and your older kiddos are doing some writing, responding to a writing prompt. So however it works out best for you, whatever you can grab at your fingertips easily. You could also make them very easily. So just keep scrap paper and pencils around. And before dinner, just go ahead and make something really quickly. Letters, capitals and lowercase for matching. Printing ahead of time takes one thing off your plate. So we like that best. And Krista can throw a couple things in the comments maybe as ideas for things that you maybe want to print, or maybe you have a workbook that's around with pages that you rip out for your kids to work on every once in a while anyways. But instead of having to come up with an additional time for kids to work on those things, we like to use them as placemats. So again, we spend 1 day a month, and not a day, 15 minutes, printing several things that are right around our child's age level that we think would be good for them to practice. Keep them in little baskets in the drawer in the kitchen. And then when it's mealtime, I just let them go choose. So I would say, hey, go grab your placemat. And then they're able to sit and work while you're busy getting the rest of your dinner on the table. So first tip for slipping some learning easily into your day are worksheet placemats. have them ready ahead of time, just grab and go, something to work on while they're, waiting for a refill or whatever they need. So I see some more friends have joined us today. We're so glad you're here. Hey, if you did just join us, will you just say hi in the comments and tell us, how old are your kiddos? How old are your kids? I was saying earlier, mine are 18 months and 5, and Krista put her kiddo ages in the comments too. So will you say hello and tell us how old are your kiddos? I'm going to go on to number 2. We like to be super quick and efficient and to the point for the mamas because we know you do not have time to waste. So I talk really fast. But I want to have some tips for you that are really easy and tangible and you can use right away. So cool. Thanks, Jocelyn. Hey, so glad you're here. Good to see you. All right, number 2 is learning on the go. So learning in the car. And actually last night, we had a really lively group here hanging out with us last night. And we talked about ways to organize books, and several people in the comments yesterday were saying that they keep a basket of books in their car. So this fits really easily into our discussion tonight. A basket of books in the car, special books that maybe are always in the car, and they're like the fun ones they only get to read in the car, makes them a little more enticing, and also things to listen to, learning CDs, audiobooks, those kinds of things when they're strapped in the car seats and able to sit and listen. So Krista was saying earlier she does chapter books, audio chapter books in the car. I have not tried that yet, but I think that's an excellent idea depending on how old your kiddos are. And then we've done tons of like music learning CDs. So that's like an easy thing to just keep in the CD player in the car. The library has so many easy learning like music CDs and also books on tape. So simple books on tape, you can actually rent from the library the disc and the CD and the book together, and the kids could look through the book and listen to the CD at the same time. So just seeing a few more friends pop over. Hey, Kristen, good to see you. 5 and 3. Oh my goodness, Jocelyn's got her hands full. 9, 7, 5, 2, and 2 months. Mama, you are busy. Yes, Krista's saying Hoopla chapter books in the car are free. Oh my goodness, I gotta try that. Hoopla is our favorite library app. So it doesn't work with every single library, but a lot of them. So if you haven't tried that yet, try that out. So real quick recap. First tip was worksheet placemats. Having them ready to go, grab them. Second one was learning on the go. So you're in the car anyways every day, going to school, grandma's, wherever, and you have like CDs already in the car or audiobooks or whatever, you can plug your phone in and they are listening and learning on the go. And the third one is to post words around the house. This is one of our favorites because you do it once and then it's kind of a hands-off thing. That's our mission right now, is to give you some quick, easy, tangible things that are not going to create a lot of extra work. So this step does takes a little extra work to set up, but then in the long haul, it works for you without you having to do anything. So if you've got little ones, which a lot of people do over here, yes, Jocelyn's saying it every day. Yes, hands full. Is that what you're saying, you think? So this is a good one, Jocelyn. You have little ones too. We use environmental print labels and post them all over the house. So very silly. You'll see this if you ever walk into a kindergarten room. Some of you guys know this. And so a sign over the sink that says sink, and there's one on the stairs that says stairs, and something on the refrigerator that says refrigerator. So just simple little environmental print labels. There's tons of research to support using environmental print to increase your child's word knowledge. So just having the words posted and literally doing nothing is going to help them. Or you also can walk by them and, oh, hey, look, what's that word right there? And your kid's going to be like, yes, Mom, I know this game, refrigerator. So just having the things in your home labeled. This can also easily be differentiated for younger kiddos. Maybe you want to just have the first letter of different items around the house. I think Krista told me the idea of having different words on every stair. So sight words. So they're going up and down the stairs and they're saying the sight words as they go up and down the stairs. We've done a poem on the mirror so that they're washing their hands, trying to get them to learn to wash their hands for longer. And they're singing along and following the poem and reading as they're washing hands. So they're things that you set up one time, but then the learning just happens easily into your already existing busy schedule. That's the point, so that you don't have to be always thinking about and coming up with ways to increase learning for your child. So Krista did put in the comment box a link to environmental print labels. We have those actually already made for you if you're interested for your house. I don't remember how many labels it is. She could probably tell you, but so many, and you can just print and go, and you have labels for like everything in your house already, or you could very easily make them on note cards or sticky notes or whatever works for you. Okay, and then a couple other things. So first we had worksheet placemats, learning on the go, CDs or audiobooks in the car, words around the house, so environmental print or sight words on the stairs or things like that. Or even like, I like to use this as an excuse for word like decor around the house, right? Like you have an excuse now to buy more of those like cute little signs at Target that say words on them, because the more your child is simply exposed to different words, it's going to increase their word knowledge. So really, really good. So anyways, okay, we're going to go number 4. Number 4 is learning outside. So when you are already outside, so stay-at-home moms that are hanging outside with their kids during the week, or maybe you're busy and you're hanging out with your kids outside on the weekends or after school or whenever it is that is already in your schedule, making sure that you just slip some learning into that time. So it can be done without planning ahead. Sidewalk chalk is your friend when you're playing outside, right? Especially for learning. So sidewalk chalk can very easily be a piece of letter practice. So letter recognition, capitals and lowercase, letters on the sidewalk with sidewalk chalk, and then maybe you have a set of letters inside and the kids match them up, or they're drawing lines, or they're just hopping around and saying the letters that they stop on. We love to do sight word hopscotch. So yes, this creates like a little work, right? Because you have to set up the sight word hopscotch. But if you're already outside playing with your kids anyways, these are things that you just slip into that playtime that is fun and creates a little extra learning. So sight word hopscotch is a favorite. And then I know Krista also mentioned earlier when we were chatting, there's just so many things that you can do with this here, depending on the ages of your kiddos, talking about nature, going for a walk and using describing words to talk about the different things that you see. And she just said in the comments, keeping a basket of books outside in the garage to grab and read. I love that idea. I heard somebody else say they keep them in like their bin on their deck, that like the cushions, like the deck cushions go in. I have not tried that yet, but I think it's a great idea. So yes, really good ideas, definitely. So slip the learning into what you are already doing outside, already playing outside, slip that learning in with some sidewalk chalk, books outside, just discussion that increases your child's vocabulary about what they see. All right. Hey, only one more tip. We want to make sure that they're easy and tangible, things you can grab right away and slip into your already busy existing schedule. So the 5th one is meals, learning at meal times. Couple different ways that you can do that. Obviously, we talked about placemats already. Menus are a really fun way to increase exposure to print during your meal times. So whether you are out to dinner or you have takeout menus at home or you are making menus together, maybe you are writing down the menu very, very easily. It does not have to be done ahead of time. You grab some scrap paper and you write down the menu and it's on the table. It's fun for them to see. Older kiddos, maybe they are writing down the menu. Maybe there's paper in the kitchen where they can make meal requests, right? They can write down their favorite menu items. But slipping that learning into what you are already doing, and meal times is a great way to do that. Meal times is also another time where they are, I don't like to say sitting still because I don't know, my little guy does not sit still while eating. I don't know if anybody else has that issue. I think probably. But, they're kind of in one place. And so listening to audiobooks or learning music during that time is another fun thing to do during learning time, or at least maybe even while you're finishing getting all the dinners to the table. So a couple favorites, I know like Dr. Jean music, or we sometimes tell Alexa to play Jack Hartman music, or, any of those like fun learning songs. I think I even just tell Alexa sometimes like play fun learning music. And we're surprised by what she comes up with. So playing those songs and learning things, learning, songs or audiobooks during meal times is another way to slip in some learning. All right, so really quickly, we just talked about 5 ways that you can just slip some learning into your already existing busy schedules without a lot of planning ahead, without additional work for you. We want to make your life easier, mama, and also encourage your kids to be motivated to learn in a fun, engaging way. So activity or worksheet placemats that are ready to go, just grab them and use them when they're getting ready to sit down. They can pick their own. And learning on the go. So audiobooks and CDs, learning CDs in the car, or real books, a basket of real books that you keep only in the car, and posting words around the house. So environmental print, labels around the house, or words, just any kind of words that you can post around the house, poems over the mirror while they're washing hands so that they're exposed to print and reading without really even thinking about it way more often than they would if those words were not there. Slipping learning into your outside time was tip number 4. So sidewalk chalk and discussion, increasing vocabulary while you're outside and playing. And tip number 5 was slipping learning into meal times with menus, whether they're menus that you are looking at and reading together or creating, or recipes would be another really good one for mealtime. And also, again, audiobooks and listening to fun learning songs and CDs during that time during meal times is a great one too. So 5 tips. If you're still here and hanging out with us, I know see some of you are. Will you tell us in the comment box which one of those, if you were going to pick one to start with, we encourage you to start small, right? Start today, grab one of those, or maybe there's one that you already do. Which one would you grab to start with right away that you think would be helpful and that you could use with your kiddos? Or if you have a different idea to share with us, something that you do to slip learning into your family life without a lot of extra work and that encourages your kiddos and inspires them to learn, share that with us too. It would be fun for us to see and learn that from each other. So thanks for being here, you guys, and hanging out with us. We hope that you can slip some learning really easily into your day. You know, it reminds me of when you are hiding vegetables in the sloppy Joe meat, right? Or spaghetti sauce. Does anybody do that? You're hiding the vegetables in, you shred up those vegetables. Your kids don't even know they're there. This is what it's like when you slip the learning into your already existing busy schedule. So, hey, if you are looking for more ways to inspire learning for your kids, and things that are easy and tangible for you, take things off of your plate, but have them be engaged in fun learning, we do have spots available in Virtual Literacy Camp. So Virtual Literacy Camp, you can find that over at theliteracyladies.net, and we'll put a link to that in the comments here as well. Send us any questions that you have, but it is so, so fun for the kids, and we love being able to share that with families. So Virtual Literacy Camp is a great way for your kiddos to jump in and do some learning that you do not have to create or plan for, and super fun. So let us know if you have questions about that. And don't forget to grab your free guide too. 9 steps to help keep your kids busy and learning while you work. I guess I should hold it where you can see it. And you can see it. My coffee mug has been sitting on it. But it's totally free, you guys, and full of lots of goodness. We are so thankful that so many families have shared with us that it's been a blessing to them. So would love to hear what you think about that as well. So go grab that for free, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Yesterday we talked about ways to organize kids' books. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how to choose books that your kids will love. This is one of our favorite topics, especially for parents that tell us my kid doesn't really love to read. So we're going to dig into that. And again, short, quick, easy, tangible things that you can grab and use right away. So hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Have a good night.